Tom Sawyer. I don't want to be no doctor or no lawyer. Fishing by the river, that's the only place to be. I want to be free sitting under a tree, that's me. These are the stories of Tom Sawyer. Me and Hunk Finn just playing by the river, chasing that steamboat teacher, let me be. I want to be free sitting under a tree. That's me!
Bye, Mama.
You have a nice time at school today, Miss Becky.
Thanks, Lucy. Bye. I can't play with you now, Caesar. Gotta go to school. Good morning, Becky. Morning, Sally.
Good morning, Becky. You waiting for somebody?
I was waiting for Tom. Do you know if he and Ben have come back yet?
I don't think so. At least I haven't seen them.
I guess they're all right, though, knowing Tom.
I suppose so.
Huh? Why, Jeff, Thatcher, they're your friends. Don't you care about them at all?
Well, sure I do. But Tom will take care of himself, like you said. You don't have to worry about Tom, Becky. Let me walk you to school.
Thanks, but you go on by yourself.
All right. Maybe Tom wanted to surprise you by meeting you at school. He'll probably be waiting for you there right now. Sure, that's probably where he is. Want to go see?
Thanks, Jeff.
Guess I'll see you later then.
Tom? Oh, Tom, wherever you are, I hope you're all right.
No man draws a sword on Captain Tom, the Black Avenger of the Spanish Main, and lives to tell about it.
They don't call me the Terror of the Seven Seas for nothing. Yield or I'll cut you into pieces.
Yield to me and I'll spare your life.
Arr, Captain Rogers yields to no man. Arr! And now I'll send you straight to the bottom. Arr! I gotta admit, Tom, you can die better than anybody except me.
Come on, Terror of the Seven Seas, help me out, will you? You couldn't die as good as me if your life depended on it.
I bet you I can die just as good as you any day of the week.
Morning, you two. Fresh fish for breakfast.
Sounds real good, Huck.
How about eating breakfast now and fighting after?
Yeah, right.
They'll be done in a bit. They sure do smell good.
Guess it'd be Thursday by now.
Guess it is, so what?
I was thinking about the weekend. But it's nothing special, I guess, when you're playing hooky every day.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, Ben.
You have often heard me say punctuality is a virtue, and in my 10 years as schoolmaster, I have never been late till now, which should indicate the gravity of the situation which has caused my tardiness. Tom Sawyer and Ben Rogers are missing. They were last seen in the company of Huckleberry Finn. The last time anyone saw them, they were playing on a raft which was found shattered to bits after yesterday's storm. I was told by the sheriff this morning that they have all met their end in the river, a drowning.
Oh, dear.
But, sir, Tom, Ben, and Huck are the best swimmers of all the boys in St. Pete. They couldn't have drowned.
Do you recall the violence of yesterday's storm? Now imagine being caught in the middle of the Mississippi River when the wind and the water were at their highest fury. Just think of it. No one could have survived that. As difficult as it may be, we must accept the fact that those 3 boys are gone.
It ain't so. It can't be.
No, not Tom. Please, not Tom.
Ready? Here I come. I'm coming, Huck. Made it.
You ready? Here I go!
Ben, he's out. Cold.
Wake up, Ben, come on. Uh-oh.
Maybe we should douse him with water.
Good idea. You're
Only,
right.
what do we carry it in,
Well,
Huck?
why don't we use our hats?
Right, let's go.
Wait a minute, I'll go with you.
Huh?
I can make it down to the river even though I am feeling kind of strange. Like maybe my head's got a big crack in it. Oh, the pain won't stop.
He was faking it the whole time.
Yeah.
Ben Rogers, you low down skunk. I'm gonna get you for this.
That way, Tom. Get him good.
I ever did see.
Hold on a second, you two. Did you hear that?
Huh? What do you mean, Huck?
A big old rumble like thunder.
Guess there could be another storm on the way.
That ain't thunder.
It's gotta be. That storm we had yesterday hasn't quite played itself out yet.
Ain't like no thunder I ever heard.
What direction's it coming from?
I don't know.
Upriver sounds like.
Let's get up to the
Wow.
lookout point. Come on.
Yeah. They're firing the ferry boat cannon.
Why on earth did they do that?
Somebody drowned and now they're looking for him.
For some reason, when you fire a cannon over the water near where the person went down, their body's supposed to come to the top.
Well, that's a mighty strange way of looking for a body if you ask me, Tom.
Only one other way, with bread and mercury. You take a loaf of bread and you fill it with mercury and the body will rise up to it.
Now, why would it do that?
Just one of the mysteries of life, I reckon.
I reckon.
I wish I was riding that ferry boat right now. Looks like there's a whole bunch of folks on board.
It sure would be exciting to be there when the body rises up.
Why not go down and take a closer look?
Just remember, we can't let nobody see us.
We'll be hiding in the bushes.
Come on, let's get down there. Hurry
yes,
up.
sirree.
This is the spot where Bill Turner showed up a year ago, so keep a sharp eye out, everybody.
Here she comes. Everybody stay down and don't let them see you. and with a real ball, we'd have been goners.
Awful lot of folks on board. Could you see who any of them were?
Just look like a bunch of ants from this far away.
I wonder who it was they was a-searching for. They're still looking. You'd have thought they'd given up by now.
Sure would like to know who it was.
Somebody important from the look of it.
I know who they're looking for. It has to be.
What has to be what, Tom?
Just think about it. Can't you guess who they're searching for, Ben?
How would I know?
It's us.
Huh? Us?
Mm-hmm. We drowned in yesterday's storm.
Either I've gone crazy or you have, Tom.
We all know we didn't drown, but they think we did, see?
While we were swimming?
Huh? Yeah, that must be it.
They'll never find us.
Unless we want them to.
They can search till doomsday for all the good it'll do them.
But when we show up again, think about what'll happen then. Just think, Ben, we're gonna be heroes. The biggest heroes that St. Pete's ever had in its whole entire history.
Everyone in town's gonna be talking about us.
Yeah, then they'll throw a big celebration.
The three of us will be as famous as President Grant. Getting late, about time to turn in.
Want to use the tent or sleep outside?
It's warm enough, there ain't nary a sign of rain. It'll be a lot nicer outside.
Mm-hmm. Reckon you're right, Huck.
I know who some of the folks on the ferry boat was today.
Who?
My dad was there anyway. I'm sure it was him. I bet he's plenty worried about mine not showing up for so long, you know what I mean?
Suppose so.
I'll bet your Aunt Polly feels exactly the same way, Tom.
Reckon so.
Yep. Probably worried sick about you.
Well, I don't care how worried she is. Now, I don't want to hear no more about it, you understand?
Sure, nothing to get upset about. Then again, I'm downright curious what they're saying about us back in town, and I bet you are too.
Huh? Yeah, well, so what if I am?
Aha! We'll never find out if we don't go back.
So, you're a coward. You just want to give up and go home.
It's not that at all, Tom. It's only...
Go on.
I'm just wondering how my father's doing, just like you're thinking about your Aunt Polly. You are thinking about her, aren't you?
Yep.
How about you, Huckleberry?
How about what?
Wouldn't it be fine if we could go back to St. Pete and hear what they're saying about us?
Well, for you, maybe. But folks hereabouts ain't never had nothing good to say about me, so if they think I'm gone, the only thing they're gonna say is good riddance to bad rubbish.
That ain't so. Ain't so at all. Just ask Tom.
Huh? Oh, you're right, Ben. Listen, Ben. If I went to town just to hear what people were saying and then came right back, would that be okay with you?
You mean desert the island?
Huh?
No, of course not. I'll be back before breakfast, but then we'll know what everybody in town is saying.
What? All right, I'll go with you.
Heck, I'll go too.
Well, if all three of us go, there's a chance we might get caught and then we'd never make it back.
Yeah, you're right.
Well then, according to our oath, I'm the leader of this pirate gang, and I've decided I'm going in alone.
Well, it sounds all right to me, except for one thing.
What?
How you get across the river? Our raft drifted off in the storm.
I'm gonna swim.
See you in the morning, Tom. You take care of yourself now.
I will.
Best of luck, Tom. See you at breakfast.
Thanks, Ben. So long. Since the Missouri shore is too far from Jackson Island for even a good swimmer like me, my plan's to head for the Illinois side of the river, only a couple of 100 yards away. Once I get there, I can head upstream to where the ferries dock. Then, once the ferry's on its way and nobody's watching, I can sneak aboard the lifeboat that they got tied to the back of the ferry boat, and nobody'll be the wiser. is awful wide, all right. One thing's for sure, I ain't about to try to swim that far against the current, but the last ferry will be casting off any minute.
So long for? Let's get a move on.
Mr. Goodley said he might be a couple of minutes late. I promised him we'd wait till he got here.
Well, if he ain't here soon, we'll go without...
Here he comes now.
Sorry I'm late. Thanks for waiting.
You just made it, Mr. Goodley. All right, prepare to cast off. Jed, give me a hand with the gangplank, will you?
Lines are clear, Skipper.
Plank is secured, Skipper.
I'll see what's going on at Ben's house first. Looks like nobody's home. Don't see nobody around. The plan's working perfect so far.
I'm sorry, Miss Polly. The search parties couldn't find a trace.
Now.
Brings me no joy to say it, but there's no getting away from the fact
You're
that...
wrong. Tom's all right, I tell you. If any harm had befallen that boy, I'd know it. You wait, he'll walk through that door and he'll be just fine.
I got no doubt the same's true for Ben, Sheriff.
They might have drifted downstream to Clarksville or even as far as Ellsbury.
Not likely. You see, we've already...
Of course, that would explain everything. No wonder we couldn't find them.
Now, look, folks, I hope those boys are all right just as much as you do, believe me. But we've been in touch with every town south of us, and no one's seen them.
What's our next step?
A few towns haven't reported back yet. We can only wait and hope for the best.
And if they don't turn up, what then?
I've given orders for the search parties to keep dragging the river till Saturday night, and then... I guess you better talk to the Reverend. I imagine you want to make some kind of arrangement for a memorial service.
Nothing else to do, I suppose.
Oh, Saturday's just a few days from now.
What else can we do, Mary?
Oh.
Those poor boys.
Now, look, there's no proof that anything's happened to them. There's still hope.
Well, folks, I best be on my way.
I'll go with you, Sheriff.
Good night, Mary.
Night, Sheriff.
See you in the morning.
It's quite late, Mother, and you scarcely slept last night or the night before. Try and get some rest, won't you?
I'm afraid until I know for certain what's happened to Tom, I won't be able to rest, Mary. He was the best-hearted boy I've ever known, and he never meant any harm to anyone. No more responsible than a colt, but he was a good boy, full of kindness.
No doubt about that, Mother.
But you know, he never would have got caught in that storm if he'd been in school like he was supposed to.
Hush, Sid.
Mary, you and Sid go on up to bed. I'll sit a while.
Good night, Mother.
Night, Aunt Polly. Mary, you think Aunt Polly meant all those things she said about Tom?
Of course she did, Sid. Why, your brother is one of the finest boys I've ever known. I believe we'll all be proud of him someday, don't you?
Well,
Good night, Sid.
Good night, Mary.
The Lord giveth, And the Lord taketh away, but please don't take my Tom. Take me in his place, I don't mind. I've led a full life and a good one, but Tom, my Tom, he's just a child.
I'm sorry, Aunt Polly. Just like I figured, nobody was minding the ferry boat so late, so it was no problem taking the lifeboat. My plan's working fine, except for one thing. I didn't expect to feel so bad about Aunt Polly. Only thing kept me from telling her I'm okay is I promised Ben and Huck not to. But seeing her crying her eyes out over me, it like to broke my heart. She can be awful vexing with her scolding and fussing over me all the time. But I suppose I care more about Aunt Polly than just about anyone else in the world.
Huh? Golly, it's morning already. Hey, Huck, wake up.
What? Oh, let me alone, Ben. I'll wake up when I have a mind to.
Tom ain't back yet, and it's almost dawn.
He'll be back soon enough.
It's almost sunrise. He ought to be here by now.
He'll be here sooner or later. Don't worry.
Maybe he won't ever come back. You thought of that? Now, I'm not saying it'll happen for sure, but it might.
You know what your trouble is, Ben? You worry too much.
Hey!
You see there, Ben? Now what'd I tell you?
Sure enough. Welcome back, Tom.
My clothes are still wet from swimming.
I'll get some wood and build up the fire.
Thanks.
I should have known you'd come back.
That's all right, Ben. I reckon I would have felt the same way.
So is everyone talking about us?
Yep, I caught quite an earful, all right. I'll tell you all about it once I get dried off.
Sure, Tom.
Huck and Ben will be grinning like monkeys when I tell them about it. But the best part'll be when I tell them my plan for us all going home again. It's a humdinger, and it's guaranteed to make us more famous than anybody in St. Pete. Maybe the whole state of Missouri, or even maybe the entire United States of America.
Hey, sun's coming up. Gonna be a beautiful morning, I reckon.
Yeah, a real humdinger.
These are the stories of Tom Sawyer. Me and Unc Finn just playing by the river, chasing that steamboat teacher. Let me